Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. When last we left off, we had made the decision to bring our friend Jay up to meet the big bad boss, and hopefully she won't be punished for the heinous crime of killing a whole bunch of their fellow kind. But we're going to see through some different eyes here in a second, it seems, because we're now going to build out Leisha and who they are as an individual. So, I'm trying to think here. Veteran is where we built a mem out. So I'm wondering if we should do Jack of all trades or Investigator. I'm thinking Investigator might be good for our other guy, but I'm not entirely sure. Jack of all trades, I mean, they all kind of can build out. I was reading about this online. They all can kind of build out in whatever direction you want. It's just really how you place your starting points. So maybe I do go Investigator and just kind of build in different directions with each of them. So Rhetoric, Persuasion, Psychology, Mental is got a lot there, and then already starts at the point in Education, which I think is going to be very, very useful. So it can be used in Dialogue and Exploration and Deduction. So nothing in Security or Technology, which was something that MM had some skill in, but a lot more in like figuring out the clues and also talking with people. So Rhetoric and Persuasion are going to be very, very useful in this. So we'll just have to see how this all plays out. I think we're probably okay. We have no more available experience, so we're just going to let that sit. It means we've got 1 level in Auspex for Heightened Sense, 1 level in Dominate to Compel, and then 2 in Obfuscate, which means that we get Mask of Stealth. Means that she cannot be seen by others, but she can no longer interact with her environment. It is possible to reach a document or examine an object, but they cannot be taken. Electronic equipment can still detect her. There is no hunger cost. She could do Mask of 1,000 Faces, which means that they can copy the uniform of a target and can only be activated as a safe zone. That's actually really, really cool. And then the second level of that is Cloak of Concealment. Allows you to hide objects from the eyes of onlookers or to interfere with electronic equipment. It will no longer detect Leisha when using Mask of Stealth. The hunger cost depends on your Obfuscate rating at the difficulty of the interaction. So this sounds really cool. I like where this is. I like where this is set up. So let's apply. Oh boy, how is this gonna go?
Leisha, it's good to see you.
So we're all gonna get different bits of information then, maybe?
Be good, sweetie.
How was your reunion with Halsey?
Thank you, Hazel. Your gift was wonderful. You shouldn't have troubled.
You're welcome. We should never have kept you apart for this long.
Good evening, Delsin.
Good evening, Leisha.
How are you feeling?
I feel great. Better and better since I got my little sugar fangs back.
Wonderful.
I haven't seen Richard yet. Does he know I've been released from the Institute?
No, I'm the prince. It was my decision. He is your psychiatrist, but you don't need his permission for everything.
He wasn't at the party, was he?
I'm searching for everyone who's still missing. Don't worry about him.
Thank you.
Leisha, I know I can be frank with you. For 4 years, I have been working to heal the city's wounds. You've already helped me avoid traps in the past.
I'm not gonna say anything. Just let her talk.
You're not like the other children of Malkav. Quentin...
Malkavian. Okay, it's a different clan. The Clan of the Moon, Children of Malkav, lunatics. Oh, great. Psychologists would diagnose the Children of Malkav with schizophrenia, depression, obsessive compulsive disorder, or post-traumatic stress disorder. Sometimes all at once. In reality, they have all of these things and none. Like the wise madmen of poetry, their derangement stems from seeing too much of the world at once, from understanding too deeply and feeling emotions that are too strong to bear. They self-medicate with blood, but that's just a temporary solution. So interesting. So each of the different clans seems to have their own... it's not just a matter of, like, I am of this house or whatever. They literally seem to have their own... abilities and such, because we had Toreadors earlier who are like obsessed with beauty and kind of like that side of things. I think it was described as a moon reflecting on a pool of blood. So these ones are all about seeing all of the possibilities of the universe.
King knew that.
The Mad King. I remember, yeah.
I had you released from the Institute because your premonitions are the most detailed, the most accurate. I wanted them to help me understand the Chantry's hand more clearly before we signed our agreement with them. But this alert changes everything. I need to understand what's just happened. Did you sense anything, possibly about what happened tonight?
Ooh, do I lie to her or say it's not got nothing to do with it? I'm gonna say yes, but it's got nothing to do with it. She seems like, to roleplay this character, she seems to be pretty malleable in that way, pretty happy to serve.
I saw images, but they had nothing to do with this party. It didn't make any sense. It was a long white hallway.
It's a little early for sure, but it's a good start.
I'm sorry, I can't be of more help.
Don't be sorry. There's something else you can do for me. Your discretion can still be of use to me. I need to be sure that none of the members of my council are going to take advantage of the situation.
Say nothing.
You and Delson are the only two people I trust entirely.
Oh, interesting.
The members of the council have their council lodgings here. It gives them the impression that they have power, and it means I can keep an eye on them. I'm going to give you the key. Go and see if you find anything that could make me doubt their loyalty. Anything that might make me think there's something in the works.
All right.
Miss Drury burned the midnight oil to make sure this event was secret. I imagine there might be...
So Jara Drury. Member of the Primogen, double agent. Jara was originally from Viz, a small fishing village off the coast of Croatia. Arriving in Boston, she left behind a life of misery and prostitution along with her sire, whom she was careful not to let get wind of her departure. Much to Jara's surprise... Oh, she's one of the only took a single mistake to be discovered and brought before Kurt Dench, one of the most influential and intimidating Nosferatu in the region. Much to Jara's surprise, Dench was disconcertingly transparent with her. He spoke to her of his allegiance with the British in New England and shared with her his intention to establish a vast Nosferatu spy network throughout the area. Interesting. So she's got a history of espionage.
some evidence in the information she gathered. I need it.
All right, consider it done.
You've never disappointed me, Leisha. Please don't start today.
Oh god,
Until then,
threat.
I hope to have found more information. But above all, don't share what we've discussed with anyone. I don't need more gossip.
Can I take Halsey with me?
Of course.
All right then. I'll be right back.
Interesting. So is this the invisibility here?
Damn it, I don't believe it.
Oh, they're there. Maybe not. Yeah, no. Yeah, she's gonna walk right past her. Interesting. Stay focused.
No fucking way. Shit.
So this is where you've been
What?
hiding.
Oh, Jesus, it's you. You scared the shit out of me. How did you find me?
You're really bad at covering your tracks.
Are you alone?
What the hell is going on?
I'm really glad I
Shit,
made the
None.
decision I did
it's
now.
a fucking nightmare.
I stuck by the prince. She would have totally known.
Mom, I'm going to Richard's to see if he has my teddy.
Okay.
Come and find me when you're done.
I hope Journey hasn't come looking for the same thing as me.
What is that? Pierce obfuscate. So that's interesting. That's only visible when I'm using this ability. Where are you? The time has come. PWD arrival. What could that possibly mean?
Oh, this thing's old. Does she still use it?
Examine.
A log with a list of everything that was checked for the party.
Oh, that's what she was looking for.
Invoices, reservations, rentals. All from our network. Huh, it's Journey's. That's what she was looking for.
Let's take it. So that means... Okay. So we could probably use that later. Because if she is innocent, then that should, theoretically, prove her innocence in this. Bypass lock, got no technology, got no security code either. Don't see anything else. Alright, so we got this weird thing. Weird box. Can we use it? Or do we not have enough specs? Doesn't look like we have enough specs to identify what the heck that is. Alright. I think that's all I see in this room, so probably it's just a matter of going back and identifying that. So who is that? That's kind of creepy. Somebody's mom? I don't know. Alright, what is this? Inspect. Read. Jara, I would have liked to give you this bond that you've been waiting for so long, but I can't bring myself to condemn you to my situation. But don't be afraid. I will never abandon you, Jara. Never. We're bound together forever. We are one. Since that first night, that first instant, nothing can ever keep us apart, I promise. K. So, a promise, I guess, to try and turn that person into a vampire? Maybe? So I'm wondering... Do we have keys to all these rooms? Is that the idea? Maybe. Use key. There we go.
Nobody here. I'm going to be able to take a look around Dijon's.
Well, he's got good taste in music, clearly.
The Salem Gazette.
September 4th, 2019, the City Council has found a new home for the Sisters of Salem at the Salem Library in recognition of the organization's work in sharing and supporting our local history. While many of the group thanks many know of the group thanks to the annual organization of their Hallowmans and the Mighty Dead and the Martyrs celebrations, what's less well known is their implication with people in need throughout the rest of the year. They host newcomers to the area, troubled youth, and older citizens who are isolated. The Sisters of Salem have an extensive network of volunteers, and they are joined by about a dozen new members each year. Our community should be proud of the unity and mutual support shown by all our fellow citizens, from their participation in the celebrations to their participation in the social and cultural volunteering done by this organization, declared the mayor after the city council meeting, and she was also very proud to announce that her spouse had joined the Sisters of Salem the previous month. Inauguration planned for tonight at the Salem Library by invitation only. Interesting. What is this? This is cool. Story of Marie Laveau. Baron Samedi. Oh, we know of him. He was in Rogue Lords. Okay, that's cool. Monster Monument Brigette and Butterflies and Moths. Guardian Ravens. Equipment Cauldron. Ingredients a raven, corn, raven droppings, corn straw, blood magnet. Equipment magnet. Silver bowl, own blood. Concealment ritual. So these are all just like different ways to make spells happen, I guess.
Just
Potions.
like New Orleans. This is definitely Dijon's place.
Interesting. So we can study the animal. It doesn't cost anything to deduce. Let's do this.
He must have done a warlock ritual.
Pierce, obfuscate.
Well, well. What have we here?
Ah. So it's something that, so just like that box, it's something that's hidden off to the side, like in a invisible, but can be brought back.
My dear sisters, I hope this letter will reach you quickly. Things are critical here. It appears that we've been the target of a major incident. A code red has been issued, and we have not heard from those who have already gone to the party our prince had organized for the unification. This could be in our favor, because it's possible that the Hartford Chantry is behind it. Although I have faithfully served my prince's interests while negotiating this treaty, these new suspicions could serve our interests in relation to a potential alliance between Boston and Salem. Rest assured that... and that's it.
He didn't finish his letter. But that'll be enough for Hazel to make up her mind about him.
Interesting. So I thought she was like, he's the only one that she's not, that she tests completely. Eesh. Analyze blood.
Huh. It's from an animal. And it's still fresh.
So he performs some sort of ritual. I wonder if that's something that that's gonna come into play later.
Tarot cards. How fun. The Emperor, the Chariot, Temperance. Easy. Dijon is thinking about taking a trip.
So he's on the run. Polaroid photo. What does that give us? 2 willpower. Cool. Alright, I think we're good in here. I don't see any other things. So let's see if we can open up this door too. This is the greatest key ever. So they're having a conversation. I think that's April and... oh god, I just lost his name. The other guy we're supposed to play. Boston... Caleb. Yeah, that's definitely April and Caleb. Okay. So let's go back through here. Because I don't think... I guess we can go on the other side. Let's do that. What do you want? Go away. I wonder if there's a way to walk faster. That would be nice. Use key.
Hazel told me to keep a low profile here. This area is reserved for the prince and her primogen. Shit. Hilda's in her office. She's going to see me.
So, Unseen Passage. The Unseen Passage allows you to move around without being seen. In this state, it is not possible to physically interact with the environment. You may, however, stealthily read a document or examine an object. This power will be activated automatically if you enter a location that is prohibited. So it doesn't cost anything, it seems. Oh.
I shouldn't get too close. She might be able to sense me.
I'm just wondering if I could hear her.
Why did you come back? Why?
Oh.
Other than to show that you're doing just fine on your own.
Look who the picture is
You only
of.
knew everything I've done for you. Ma'am.
Hilda's more concerned with the men than she is with Hazel. I hope she'll be happy to hear that.
Okay. Earl Underwood. Is he in here? Oh, he is. It says get information from him. Does that mean uncloak myself and talk to him? Or... I don't know, this seems like a bad idea if I'm not supposed to be here. Not allowed to talk. But what if I read? Open invitation. Dear Sir, Mrs. Iverson is honored to invite you to the Grand Unification Party in the presence of representatives of the Hartford Chantry. Your presence at these festivities is requested the evening of September 4th with our greatest respect and consideration. What about what's on your table? Can I read that? I really want to uncloak and talk to him, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Let's keep looking around first. Oh, this is a safe zone. Okay. It says safe zone.
Leisha. Restricted access means nothing to you, I see. Make yourself at home. Don't mind me. How am I not surprised?
What doesn't surprise you?
For you to turn up at a time like this.
The prince had me released.
Of course, she needs you. I'm guessing she sent you to spy on the council.
I better change the subject. I can't do that. What is he imagining?
What do you mean?
Tell me, do you remember the last time she pulled you out of your musty hole?
It's just that
You don't remember, do you? You're still having those little memory issues, it
God,
seems.
he's an ass.
And I suppose Halsey's here too.
Of course she is.
The more the merrier.
Don't start with me, Beryl. Otherwise...
Why don't you go out and play in the sun? And let me get back to work.
Work. With everything that's going on. Hazel will appreciate your dedication.
Get out, please.
That's all I'm going to be able to find out about him. Hazel's gonna be disappointed. Halsey's waiting for me. I hope Hazel will be proud of us.
Yeah, so I didn't have enough, like, of the interrogation side of things. Need to level that up. Richard Dunham. Ooh.
Richard's apartment.
Look at those high-up bookshelves. Those are really nice. Interesting decor.
He didn't change a thing, as usual.
Alright. Richard Dunham. Okay. Member of the Primogen. Richard exhibited his psychiatric research in the resonance of vessels, which earned him the support and recognition of his peers. So this is the guy who is her therapist. Got it. He experimented on the vessels using chemical cocktails in order to significantly amplify their resonance. His experiments were a success under the reign of Hazel Iverson, who immediately recognized the incredible opportunity to presented for Boston. Is that what that whole thing was about with the red salons? I'm not sure. Would that be an inventory? No, she wouldn't have it in her inventory. Alright. Oh, hi. I know you. Alright. So I don't need to hide in front of my daughter. Daughter, I guess? Yeah. Dear Dr. Dunham.
No, he's not there.
As
Where
instructed,
are you, Mr. Teddy?
I have prepared the donors you listed for the unification party. They will be ready for you to pick up at 9 p.m. at the Red Salon. I think that your guests will be impressed by the quality of the vintages you are offering them, and I hope that they will fully appreciate the fruit of your labors. Okay.
Mr. Teddy.
Alright, let's keep looking. Anything in here? Oh, read that. Archive confidential
He must
report.
be hiding somewhere else.
1978. Unknown origins. 13 members of the court caught a sudden collective panic for several minutes. Quentin King, our prince, called for an investigation. Closed without any conclusive findings in 1988 after the prescribed 10 years of investigation. October 31st. Unknown origin.
No, he's not there.
The servants of the
Where are you,
Primogen
Mr.
apartments began to hum the same song for 1 hour. Quentin King, our prince, called for an investigation. Closed without any conclusive findings. Unknown origin, the servants of the prince's quarters all laughed hysterically for 1 hour. Quentin King, our prince, called for an investigation, closed without any conclusive findings in 2009 after the prescribed 10 years of investigation.
Mr. Teddy.
Oh gosh, okay, so there's a repeated bouts of like psychosis type stuff. Oh, there we go, close everything. Nobody needs to know we were here. Analyze system.
Nothing. Ugh. It's true that he always saves everything on old media. Only Richard would still use that.
Yeah, nothing on it. Great. What's that?
How many hours have I spent sitting in this armchair for my therapy sessions? So, did you find your teddy?
No, not yet. I'm not sure he's here. What about you? Did you finish your job for the prince?
No. I haven't learned anything about this party yet. You wait for me here while I look around a little more, okay?
Okay, Mom.
It's interesting. So earlier when we decided to ignore our incoming vision, I wondered sort of like the pathway we chose down. We could have information about the
Where are you, Mr.
the party, but if we had done that, we would have not found out about the we would not have found out about MM. Also, why can we see ourselves in the mirror? Unless these are special vampire mirrors? I'm sure there's some lore that explains that.
Teddy.
Look inside.
A floppy disk. That's all Richard knows how to use.
Yep, we're using that.
Maybe I'll find a way to read it.
Yep, on the ancient computer over here. Analyze system.
Nothing.
Oh. Nope.
It's true that he always saves everything
There
on
we
old
go.
media.
Insert floppy disk. Consult. Mrs. Iverson, as per your request, Mr. Underwood came to the Red Salon to carry out a review in view of the collaboration with the Hartford Tremere. We can confirm that production can triple if we expand operations into our basement. I think it would be wise to create a reserve and allocate only 1/3 of our production to Hartford. We will also provide a temperature-controlled storage area for this purpose. As for your more practical
No,
questions,
not there.
please do not
Where are you,
include the
Mr. Teddy?
formulas I have been able to work out in your dealings. Mr. Underwood also feels that we will need to keep them secret in order to keep the advantage in this agreement. We both feel that convincing them to send Tremere to Boston to perform the blood stabilization test
Mr.
would be a better
Teddy.
alternative. As for an industrialized production of more than 400 units per week, I prefer to err on the side of caution. I am able to produce everything alone in my laboratory. Aiming for more at the start would require a move, and would surely get us noticed by our suppliers of raw materials. I hope to have
No, not there. Where are you, Mr. Teddy?
I hope to have provided you with the missing information for your discussions on this agreement, which, in addition to the giant step forward will make possible for science, will undoubtedly be the dawn of a new Boston under your reign.
Richard must have had a
He must
breakthrough
be hiding
if
somewhere
Hazel's
else.
interested in it.
Alright. Well, let's see about what else we can find outside here. Do you like this invisibility thing?
Ugh, impossible. It's locked.
Can I not? I guess not. So around back the way we came we go. Slowly walking back the down the blood hallway. Going down the red hallway. Hopefully we don't get caught and executed for the final death. That would be bad. Let's see if there's anything I missed in here. I don't see anything. Doubt it's a good idea to walk in front of her. Alright, I don't see anything. Let's go back here. So I wonder... I think probably we're gonna have to walk around the circle again here. And I'm trying to think if there's any other rooms that I missed. Maybe back in that entry hallway. Oh, I finally found the button to run. My god. That only took me like 3 whole episodes. Ah, thank goodness. This feels much better. Can I open this? I cannot. So what do I do now? I've checked all the spaces.
Oh, shit. Locked
They've
from the other
locked me
side.
in. I checked all the spaces, but then I guess I don't know what I'm supposed to identify now. I mean, can I try this thing? It says obfuscate. It's not letting me. Do I not have enough auspex? Disciplines. I don't have enough. What if can I use the fired? Oh, there's something here I missed. Information notes, Unification Party. Summary of individual files on the Hartford Chantry. Mr. Osborne, regent of the Hartford Chantry, ambitious and paranoid, extremely skilled in thaumaturgy, favors unification, but mentions escape routes in his private communications to be monitored. Visits the Jefferson Library once a month. Mrs. Wakefield, John Rice's child. She's a secretive mind control specialist who supports Mr. Osborne unconditionally, although he continues to be wary of her. She supports the unification to support the choice of her regent. Mr. Samuels, child of Upton Rowlands, the blue blood, is pragmatic, well-versed in insurance finance. He is the head of a thriving business and seems to have moved to Boston on a part-time basis. Residing at the Jefferson Library, our intelligence indicates that he is there to ensure the financial balance of the agreements to be signed, which he is rather in favor of. Mr. Fleming, he specializes in poison and is Osborne's personal bodyguard. He has been on several blood hunts and has recently moved to the library. We believe that he is there to protect the warlocks in the event of a retreat. So just kind of keeping... just... which information is useful, though?
This is what Hazel asked me to bring her.
Oh, well, all of it, I guess. Well, damn. Oh, and then there's some other stuff over here. Report submitted by Dr. Wu, or Mr. Wu. Night visit from Mr. Hazel Iverson, accompanied by Delson Coates on Tuesday. Okay. The child is upset. Okay, so there's some stuff I missed in here. Okay. So, can I... Here it is. File on the unification. Here we go. So Mrs. Vance has lived in Boston since the creation of the Hartford branch in Boston. Unknown sire specializes in high-level protection rituals. Little information available. The party will be her first outing from the library if she accepts the invitation. We need more time to research her background. Mr. Wood's child of Deneb Osborne resides in Hartford. This is new to thaumaturgy, but shows very good skills in memory magic, still under the authority of his sire and therefore in favor of the agreement made with us. Mr. Green resides in Hartford, child of Miss Wakefield, nothing to report, was embraced 2 years ago, kept his family, his job as a research chemist. Report indicates that he is pro-unification. Mr. Chen was selected by the Chantry to come and work at the Red Salon and conduct experiments on blood stabilization. Extensive experience in thaumaturgy. The report indicates that he is in favor of the unification, but for his own interests. He only feeds in blood banks. Miss Halstead was selected by the Chantry to come and work at the Red Salon and conduct experiments on blood stabilization. Specialized in blood storage rituals, the report indicates that she is rather reticent about the unification, afraid to share her knowledge, and is suspicious of Boston. So thaumaturges were influential throughout New England, but they were also experiencing dark times, seeing their power erode over the years, primarily due to the encroachment of Sabbat members from northern and western New England during this period. Some elder tremor believe that at least one of the major convents allied with the Sabbat to bring about their downfall. Although few agree on which of the three major convents is most to blame, the loss of status suffered by their entire family is a wound that still runs deep today and has led to their great dislike of the Sisters of Salem. Operating primarily out of a chapel in Hartford, the thaumaturges have had an ongoing competition with the Ventrue coteries for dominance in the state and have been quick to exploit any opportunity. Thus, when the Prince of New Haven and Hartford came to them for help in the early 1900s, they graciously accepted. Wisely, they have not yet recalled the debt the Ventrue owe them, but that is likely to happen soon. Indeed, as a result of the unification agreement with Boston, the Chantry will greatly increase its political and economic clout over the Hartford domain. Within the Chantry itself, prestige is highly prized, and competition within the upper echelons of the hierarchy is so fierce that most thaumaturges are lost to internal strife than to past clashes with the Sabbat. This is largely due to the fact that Deneb Osborne, despite his understanding behavior, jealously guards his position and makes it impossible for his apprentices to progress. Whenever a warlock seems to be on the verge of unlocking a new mystery, they are often replaced by a less talented one. Today, their Boston branch is mysterious and impenetrable despite our best efforts. We think it would be wise to require a visit to the Chantry as a sign of trust. Our intelligence reports numerous disappearances of mortals in the vicinity of the building, which fortunately have gone unnoticed. Interesting. Oh, wow. So there's a lot of weird drama going on there. Alright. So, seems like I found the most important piece of information there, and I'm going to have to bring that back to my head boss lady. But I'm going to have to do that after I take a little break here. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've liked this video and you like what's happening in the series, want to see what's happening next, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon to be notified new videos, like this video so it shows up in the YouTube algorithms, and as always folks, I will see you in the next game.